I want to beat this dress, this corset dress. This is so weird. Carrying a mannequin hand feels like carrying an actual hand. I want to beat it. Beat it, beat it. Oh, to be free. I think I'll just get a peg and peg it. I'm coming. This tutorial is coming up on the channel today by the grace of God. So I want to beat it. See, I'm using this fishing line. And hi, Whimsy, Ayo, haha. You can't see no more yet. What's that? Arlie, Avils, Carmen, hi. Okay, so these are the beads that I'm using. Then I'm also using these ones. I'm using this one. So let's get to the beading. I think I should put one big one, then two small ones, because I have two types. The tutorial for this top is coming up on the channel, so do well to, be there for it. Be there for it. My hands. I need to secure the end. This mannequin is so intimidating, child. I feel so small. I feel so short in front of this mannequin. So I'm tying it twice. And I'm going to carry that first bead that fell off. But she said, I normally sing when I'm working, but I have to be aware that this is YouTube and then it's not allowed. So it's gonna have to be bored while doing this. I love it. I love it. Should I put one more big black? Ooh, yes, of course I should. One more big white. Yeah. I like the way it's looking already. I'm so impressed. Vegan can change the game. Nope, I don't like how this one sits. Taking it out. dress is going for 25K because of the level of work that I have to do. Yeah. Is anybody watching me? Should I bring it closer? I should bring it closer. Oh, I got to put my tripod. Just move the tripod here. So, should I continue with the book? I don't even know. Honestly, should I continue? Nope. I want to create a dynamism. So if you're watching this and you're a tailor, the tutorial will be on the channel. So you don't have any problems. I have a I don't know, there's a pattern making tutorial and then there's a sewing tutorial. So I don't know whether to post them together or separately, you know. I feel like this one is too big. If you're too big, I take you out. I've actually never beaded on a dress before. This is my first time. Or beaded on anything for that matter. I'm just learning as I go. I don't know how it's done. I think I'll be going live more. Let me see if there are any comments. Drop me a comment for if you're watching this. Drop me a comment. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're here. Hey guys, stop right now. Right now, right now, right now. So this transparent thread allows for a very neat job. You don't have to, like, it won't be seen. What you're doing is, what you're doing is not going to be seen. So this is a satin dress. It's a Duchess satin dress, and one thing I've learned about corsets is you have to like bone corset top. This is satin corset top, but I did not bone the main satin. I only boned the lining, and before I did that, I actually ironed on it, and after ironing on it, then I ironed paper stay on it. So after ironing paper stay on it, then I now boned it. I boned the middle. I boned from here to here, here to here. Then I also boned the sides and the back. Like, I've never boned the sides of anything before. And this just like, no wonder you see some clothes looking so structured. Even when they are laying, they look so structured. And then you wouldn't know what's happening. It's the boning. Just bone everything, I'm telling you. Bone every damn thing. And this sleeve, the way it's done, can you see the design? Okay, maybe you can't see. but there's a way the sleeves are. The design is there too. So let me know what you think. Let me know. Let me know. Got a bag. Do you like it? Do you like the design? Let me turn this mannequin a little. Do you like it? Because I like it. I like it. One, two, three. But in God's plan. Let me just be singing my songs that I have not dropped, so that even if anything happens. I don't know, some of you don't know this, but I'm a music artist. But I don't even like telling people. Like when I blow, you will know. I don't even like telling people, honestly. But of course, when my album drops, I'm finna let you know. Definitely finna let you know. So we're almost done with this side. Baby. If you're watching, drop me a comment. Drop me a comment, please. Please. Drop a comment. Let's get to know each other more. More. Bad ass boy. Let me go on big ass boy. I'm not gonna kill it all in my toy. Fine boy, I'm all gone. Girl, you know this season, I'm gonna get joy. No, I don't get joy. My God. How do I stop singing? Please help me. Help me. I don't want to get in any troubles. You know, like once you sing it, people don't know that, or the app does not know why you're singing. They think you're just trying to copy somebody and make some cheap money, which they're right. That's what some people are doing, but honestly, it's not everybody. But there's no way that they would know. So I always sing all the time, so just it's hard for me to just not sing. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna add one big one. Should I add one big one by the side or no? I think I should add one big one by the side. Love me. And this transparent thing is actually the best because you just get to do your job and it does not show. doesn't show. I think I should turn. How is it? So you see, can you see already? I wish okay, yeah. I have a video of before I beaded it so that you see what beading can do. The power of embellishment, baby. The power of embellishments. Yeah, come to the end. So I'm done beading this side. I'm securing the ends because I want to continue, but I don't know if it's going to look good. So there's a high tendency that I'm going to come back here and remove some of them. Like if I was to do a second line, I want to do two lines, but it's looking beautiful like this. So I don't know if there's any need for that. I want to do only what will elevate this dress and make it a beauty. And make it a beauty. So you are witnessing the making of my prototype. If you want this dress, it costs 25K because it's made from the best quality fabrics, and as you can see, everything is detail is paid attention to. So 25K, contact me and I'm going to, make arrangements to get it over. I love it. I love it. So I'm done with this side. And let me just cut it out. So we're going to this side. I hope this mannequin doesn't fall on my what do you call it? I hope it doesn't fall on my I hope it doesn't fall on my hey God on my phone. Yeah. Because my phone I'm using as a camera. So while I'm doing this, let me be gisting you guys about my relationship that almost ended my self-esteem and my mental health. So I moved to Lagos in 2017 after I finished my university, and I was waiting for NYSC. So when I came to Lagos, I stayed with one person because I'm a music artist, and there's this manager guy that I had met in Jos, because I'm from Jos in Nigeria, and I had met him, and he told me that he would like for us to work together, and so when we met, I hope I'm not blocking you guys. So when we met and I finished school, I told him that I was done with school, and that I'm ready to come to Lagos. So he said I should come now. Yeah, yeah. So then I did not know that that's how people in Lagos do. I don't even know why, but people in Lagos will tell you, come to Lagos, come to Lagos. Come, there's opportunity. Which is true. There are opportunities. But when you come, that's when their numbers will be switched off. That didn't happen to me, but when I came, he went to pick me up and all that. And in the beginning, he was, I felt like he was cold, but I did not know that that's how most Lagos people are. Like, they are not really like as warm as just like where I was coming from. But I don't know, it was okay. I didn't care because I knew why I was here. But when we met, like there was no much work going on because he didn't have the money. And if you know anything about music, you know you have to pay a producer, you have to pay a sound engineer. Like music is a very, very cost in, like, what would I say? It takes a lot of money basically to do music. But we know we started, and in between he got a job in a club, and I was scheduled to perform in the club, but I didn't end up performing. So that was the things were just not moving very well and all that. So after some time he told me that he liked me, and I told him that I don't want to do any relationship with my manager. I know that if I had liked him, that wouldn't be an excuse, but I just didn't like him for a relationship. So there was one of my friends. So where we were staying is in Abulegba. Abulegba is like in the outskirts of Lagos. But where we were staying was Abulegba. And after Abulegba, I think the next bus stop is Songo. So I used to go from that place to Ikota. Ikota is before Aja. So that's like a whole part of the island. So I used to go from the mainland to the island to see one of my friends. And that my friend was a big sound engineer then. Like you would always hear his names on all the Nigerian songs. He has worked with Davido, Wizkid, everybody. Like you just keep hearing his name on all the songs. Then he was like monopolizing the industry. But somehow he didn't help me. But we were friends. I met him through one of my other friends. And so when I was going to visit this guy, the other one was feeling so bad. Like the manager guy that said that he liked me, he was feeling, some type of way about it. So after some time, he started telling me that if I have friends in Lagos, why am I staying with him? I should go now, this and this and that. So I kind of started feeling uncomfortable in the house. His brother was actually very nice. His brother is a gospel artist, and he's very, very nice. All these Christians that they are Christians from the inside and the outside. That was his brother. His brother was very, very nice. And the brother was also a music producer, but he was a gospel music producer. And me, I'm not a gospel artist. So we kind of did not work for that reason with the brother. So after some time, him and his friends, they could be like 6, 7 guys will come to the house and just be gisting and smoking weed. And I was getting very uncomfortable because I felt like this is Lagos. Like you hear all these horror stories, right? And I just got really, really scared that maybe one day they are going to, try and do something bad to me and all that. So something bad, you know what I mean. I don't want to say things that will get my life banned. So anyhow, there was one of my friends. I have so many male friends, and is that a problem? Is that concerning? I don't know, but I shall have many male friends, and one of them came from Jos. He came to buy things in Alaba International. So when he came, we met. Him too, he liked me. And I don't think we were ever friends. I think it was just a case of him liking me and stuff. So he said that he liked me, and he wanted us to date. So I told him that I'm in a situation, I have issues with my manager and accommodation, and I really want to leave. So he was like, okay. I told him that before I figure things out, let me just go back to Jos and stay. So he was like, okay, no problem. So he paid for flight for both of us. So the things that he bought, he sent them through a lorry, and he paid for flight for both of us to Jos. So when I was in Jos, there's this my friend. She has been my friend for a very long time, since secondary school. So and we always talk about things. Even when I moved to Lagos, she knew about it and all that. So I told her that I'm having issues with my accommodation here. So she told me, and she's always very helpful. You get all those friends that will always come through for you. So I told her that, and she was like, "Oh, that's so she felt bad for me, and she knows how I feel about my music. So she told me that there's this her friend that stays in Lagos. He had come to serve to do in the NYSC, and he stays in Lagos, and you know she could talk to him so that I'll go and stay with him. Looking back on it, I should have said nope, because what this guy did to me, child, it was bad. It was very, very bad. So, but I said okay. I was so grateful and stuff, and I know that it's not right to stay with a guy. Like it's not nice. It's not right, but as a hustler, as a person that is trying to make his way in this world, I'm telling you, sometimes you find yourself in some situations and it's not ideal, and even you too, you don't like it, but you just have to survive and move on with your life. So when we met with him, his vibe was kind of cold, and but I was like, maybe it's the Lagos thing, because many people in Lagos are just all about the hustle because of the way the town is. Everybody, you have to just hustle for yourself. So he told me that his rent, he had moved out of the place he was staying, and his rent has expired, but he will get money and pay for the rent. So I asked him, like, what does he do for a living? And he told me that he's just a hustler. So he doesn't have any specific hustle, any hustle that comes. That's it. Okay. We spoke, and he said that one of his friends had borrowed money from him, and the friend would pay back. That the friend's wife had had um, had a CS, an emergency CS, while giving birth, and so they needed money. It's not something that they knew would happen. So he had borrowed the friend that money. That's his rent money, and now he has to wait for the friend to give him, and the friend will tell him today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, this and that. So after some time, after like a week, he said that he just go to Lagos. He just go to Lagos and wait. Maybe when he's there, the friend will send him the money. So now, knowing him now, like speaking from this point of view, I really, really believe that that was a lie, because that guy, Lai Mohammed, knows how to walk. So so this guy now, he later came to Lagos, and he told me that he had a friend who was. He said that he had a friend who was living in a 3-bedroom apartment, and he would stay with the friend for a while before we get our place. So I was like, oh yeah, no. Then I journeyed and met them, and the house was in a ghetto. The house was in Shogunle. I don't know if you know Shogunle in Oshodi. So when I came, Ikeda GRA is on the other side, and Oshodi is on the other side. So you see the beauty of Ikeda GRA. And he told me that when I get there, I should wait at a particular place. So me at that particular place, I was thinking that was the side the house was, because he said it's a 3-bedroom flat. And I just when they came, and then they took me to that other side, like so many people. I even thought there was an event going on, but no, it was just a Sunday evening, and people were just out. And you see the number of people, oh my god, so many people were there. And so we went to the house, got introduced and all that. So we started staying together. So I noticed that everything I did, this guy would criticize. Like if the way I eat, he would say I shouldn't, put my spoon in my mouth like this. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do that. Like he was always criticizing me and blaming me for things. So even my kind of music, because I think it was then Rihanna's Wild Thoughts was really popping. So whenever I'm listening to something like that, He'll just be criticizing it, telling me that I don't know what I'm doing. Meanwhile, while he listens to Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac. If it's even him that got me introduced to this Tupac song Hit Them Up. But then he doesn't see that those songs, the lyrics are bad. He will always criticize my own songs that I listen to. So that was how the dynamics of the relationship started. And then I don't even know, sometimes you see people in a relationship and you wonder did this person how was this person so blind not to see? But sometimes, like, I think when you're in a desperate situation, it kind of makes you accept anything, especially when you don't know how things are going to work out. And I think that's where faith comes in. Because if you don't have like wealthy parents or you don't have any kind of support, it's hard. It's hard for you to now leave like a situation you know is bad for you, and then you're young. You hear people saying that they went through hardship before they made it. Let's not be like you just give up. Maybe this is something that everybody goes through. But I'm telling you that most of the time, you really don't have to. That's not the kind of hardship that people go through. You get now, you really don't have to go through all that. But yeah, he started like criticizing everything. So I remember the first thing and then he started dictating my dressing. So the first thing that happened was one day he was going out and we're going out to buy something together. And he said that I wore my jacket. I didn't wear the sleeves. There's a way you can wear your jacket, like just put it on like a cape without putting on the sleeves. And when I wore it, he said that I can't go with him like that. So, he has always been criticizing me now. So he said that I will go and see something online and come and start, exhibiting it. He's not going to tolerate all that. Nobody has ever dictated my dressing before in my life. You get now. So that was very strange for me. So I didn't follow him. I just stayed on my own. And he now came back. He now left. He said that if I'm not going to change my dressing, he's going to leave without me. So I was okay with it, so he now left. I was so shocked. Oh God, this thing is even making me feel bad. It's making me feel like, how you go through something and you having to tell I don't have to actually. I chose to. You telling the story, it makes you feel some type of way. So this guy now started criticizing everything I was doing, and even my songs that I made. He said that I love songs too much. I should sing stronger songs about streets, about hustle. I know that songs about streets and about hustle, it works. You get now, but not everybody's vibe is like that. I mean, as an artist, Adele made a whole career out of singing heartbreak songs. So you can't say that this person, like, art is very subjective. Everybody has um, their own, thing that they do, their own message, what they're all about. So for me, no matter what I'm going through, I always try to be a very loving person, and I try to focus on the positive. And so my songs don't reflect what I'm going through. They reflect where I want to be. So even if I'm in a bad relationship, I can still sing love songs because in my head, that's what's going on. That's what I'm trying to focus on. It may be working, it may not be working, but yeah, that's what I'll be trying to focus on. So after that time, so throughout all that time, he wasn't able to figure out rent. Remember that at this point we were staying in his friend's house, his classmate from the university. So we were staying in his house, and then he wasn't able to figure out rent. So when the man came, because the classmate wasn't even in his house, it was his uncle's house, and he was staying there courtesy of his mother. And so the man wanted to move because he had been transferred to another state and he can't keep paying the rent. And his cousin, who is our friend now, had already graduated, had already rounded up his NYC program. So there was no need to keep the house. It was just me and this horrible guy. And I just, God. Can you see my working space? It's so scattered. I just moved into this place newly. So everywhere is disorganized. But this is where we were. Kumamaya, kumamaya, kumama. So the man spoke to one of his friends and said that we could go stay in his house, and asked the friend that, if we could go stay in his house. And the friend said yes, we could go stay in the house. So the man pleaded with him for 3 weeks. Now, going there was just like a street above, and that house, there was a bakery downstairs, and bakery they open very early. So by the time it's 5, noise like this will wake you up, or even 4 7. What am I saying? And then besides the bakery, besides the house, which is a bakery, there was a what do you call it? There was a mosque, and there was also a church. Church would be praying their own, no, mosque would be praying their own. Noise from every angle, and more toxicity from this guy. So he would always and I don't know, I think I'm very emotional. I was very emotional because he has made my heart a heart of stone. Because now I'm not as emotional as I used to be. But then I was very emotional, and anything he would say, I would, cry. And I was just wondering, how can someone be so horrible? Like, how can someone be so bad? And it seemed like as soon as we met, he just stopped whatever he was doing and started focusing on how to make my life miserable. And he succeeded. He did, because I was so miserable. I was always crying, always sad, so broke, because he stopped me from talking to all my friends. And I didn't have a job then. And then I knew how to sew. I didn't really know how to sew because I learned from one woman that her styles are old mama styles. Those are her clients. And so I didn't really learn anything, and she didn't teach us anything. Whatever she's doing, you just come and stand. Sometimes you ask her a question, why? If she says this is 8 inches, you ask her why, she's not going to say anything. She's just going to say that's how it is. How do you learn from that? So that was that woman. Do you think I should add more? For the people watching, do you think I should add more beads, or it's okay like this? I do not know. So now I'm going to place Galileo. For so long I've been waiting on. So the way this thing is, the way I did it is, you pinch it. Are you seeing? You pinch it, then you twist and twist twice. Then you sew here. And that's how you get this. So I'm going to tap this on the dresses. Wow. Ooh. Is this beautiful or what? I love it. Do you know what I think I should do? I think I should put beats here. So like to further kill it. Like oing, 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 oing. What do you think? What y'all think? I either tack it or I. So let me get on with tacking. So let me tack the sides first. I'm just gonna like this. And you're walking, and you're walking, and you're walking, baby. And it's all the window. You've been hit by. God, I need to take tea. I'm so sleepy. I don't even know why I woke up. Because I slept around 3. I was trying to edit the video. I'm under self-imposed pressure. I'm telling you. Drop a comment for me if you're here, and I know you are. Drop a comment. Kylie will saying yeah to this and this and this. Hi, nice Carmen. Okay. So this guy was just horrible, and so we couldn't figure out rent even then. So we stayed with this man for a year. Yeah, we stayed there for a year, and he was just being very, very aggressive and very controlling over me. Because you make this in the middle. Ooh, I know what I should do. I'll do this. So I always wonder why someone would be so, like, why are you trying to control somebody? If God wanted us to be all the same, sure He would make the same person over and over. But everybody has their own taste, everybody has their own way of doing things, and as long as they're not hurting you or hurting anybody, why are you like even trying to control what someone wears? Isn't that sick? So while all this was happening, sometimes he'll pick up my phone and send some of my friends that are well to do. He'll send them messages that, you know, I need money, they should help me with money. And then them unknowingly, they will send the money to him. And sometimes he'll tell me that if I don't ask them for money, like we're gonna have problems. And then you know, you know I'm even saying it there, it's not even how it happened because he was so aggressive. So aggressive. So he would always like make me beg people for money. And he didn't have a job or he didn't have anything. I was the one that even started applying for jobs. So he met one of his uncles. I guess the uncle just figured out that this man does not know what he's doing. And he lies a lot. God, the way he lies. So he lied to me that there's this man that wanted me to come perform at his wife's birthday. But I was away in Abuja for a recording camp. This record label I had met, and then they wanted to host like they wanted to sign artists, and so they wanted everybody to come and show their vibe and stuff like that. So I was there in Abuja with them when the supposed man came along and he told him that yeah, he has an artist. Hi God. See, let me even not tell you the story please because it's so painful. Think that I fell for all those lies. But ultimately, I spent 5 years in that relationship. I just broke up with him 2022. Or was it 23? Yeah, 2022. Middle 2022. That was when I broke up. And what happened? So people always ask, why do people stay in toxic relationships for years? And what I say is, years don't happen in one day. A year does not happen in one day. A year takes a year. So while these things are happening, especially if you've never had any experience with it or you don't know anybody who has had any experience with it, you just start be like the first thing is you start wondering what is happening. You start trying to figure out what's happening. Before you know it, you're like trying to solve the problem, and obviously the problem cannot be solved. So because when it comes to these toxic people, the way they are is the way they are. So there's no so I'm trying to plug in the iron so that I will. So toxic people are the way they are. You can't change them. You may be able to inspire them to change, but you can't really change them. They are just the way they are, and they don't even want to change. I don't even know. It's a sickness, you know. I don't think they know, or I maybe they know, but they are just sick enough. It's just like some people who may have HIV, but they know that they have it, but they want to spread it. It's different from someone that doesn't know that he has it, and maybe spreads it unintentionally. But these people, I'm telling you, very suspicious. I'm very suspicious of the fact that I think they know that they are being toxic, but they just keep doing it. So for you as the victim, you may be staying there and not knowing what's happening, and you may just try and help, especially for women, and I believe men too. You just keep trying to help, trying to see how you can change this person, and men don't change. Okay, let me not say that, but generally, like people don't change. People only change when they want to, but you can hardly make someone change. But then that's the kind of like, you don't know that in the beginning, so you're trying everything. And the way he programmed me, because I'm telling you, there's nothing anybody will tell me, that guy programmed me. So the way he programmed me was that, how do I do this? Think like this. Yeah. The way he programmed me was that everything he says is right and correct, but everything anyone else says is wrong, and I shouldn't listen to it. And oh, he loves me and he means the best for me. He can never do anything to hurt me. I'm the one who is stubborn. I'm the one who, doesn't listen. I'm the one who doesn't know my way and is trying to guide me. I don't need guidance. Like, most of our fight comes from me defending myself. But even if I don't, he still finds a way to fight me, you know? And then one thing happened because he lost his phone. Ooh, I forgot to tell you guys, this guy also drinks like a fish. Guy drinks like a fish. So it was all like a bunch of rubbish Premium rubbish. Very no e. Okay, so cut here too. I'm almost done with my dress. So I'm happy. I really appreciate you. Whoever's here, I really do appreciate you coming on my life. And I need to put water in this thing. So after, like, we ended up moving to the island, and like the neighbors there, they will always like give us food because neither of us had jobs, and my hand in fashion wasn't strong, so I wasn't doing things for people. And then I was so bent on doing music that I didn't see that fashion was a thing, that I could do. I always just bent on doing music. So after we came to when we came to the island was when I started, doing fashion for people. And I would say he's the one that even encouraged me to do clothes for people, because then I was always scared. Like, I didn't want to do clothes for people. Like, people are so difficult to work with, and the adjustments, and how can I collect somebody's hard-earned fabric and just cut it. It seemed so hard. But he told me that I should do it. He basically forced me, because he's a very toxic guy. He basically forced me to start. And while we were here, I started telling him that because by then I had tried everything. Imagine being in a relationship for 4 years, I'd be 5 years. And as a young girl, I felt like I had tried everything. Just wasn't working. It's not gonna work. And then after some time of experiencing whatever it is I was experiencing with him, I decided to go online to check these things, like these characteristics that this guy is exhibiting. And I saw that it's defined as being a narcissist, like just being a narcissist. And so I just figured that this guy is not going to change. And besides, he just drinks a lot. He doesn't listen to me. He doesn't have a specific hustle. He doesn't have a specific job that he does. He's not trying to build himself in any way. He's just trying to deceive people, lie to people, and he always tries to be bigger than he actually is. All those kinds of things. So for me, like, I want to build something legit, and I didn't know it then, but apparently he was a womanizer. And then he would always tell me things like, even if he's cheating on me, I wouldn't know, because I'm not that observant. So I told him that I'm in a relationship, I'm not in the Central Intelligence Agency. I'm not there to spy on anyone or anything. If anybody is stupid enough to do crazy stuff in the relationship, then they don't deserve me. And somehow, some way, I will find out. So I actually, didn't know that he was into all that. But yeah, he would always, deceive people. And there was these our neighbors that were into real estate, and he started like following them to do the real estate as well. And he had several fights with a lot of them, because there would be monies that he wouldn't remit, or how you're paid agency fee because you got this place with somebody, but he wouldn't remit it. He wouldn't give them, like, whatever he gets paid, he just holds on to it. You get it. So he was just, God, and he lies a lot. He lies to everybody, his family members, me, his friends, and he always lies about things that he doesn't have. So you could tell people that he has, his parents have this. It's just like a child. You know how kids in school will always say their parents have this and that and that. And to me, it was very stupid. Like, why would you tell people your parents are this and that when they are not? So sometimes, the lie always comes out. Maybe not always, but it mostly does. And when it does, it's always a shame to the liar. I know we all lie, we all do. Let's not even pretend. But there are levels to this. You get now, there are levels to the lie. For someone to be known as a liar among his friends, his family members, then you should know that that person's lie, it's on another level. It's not the normal lie of, I I am on my way when you've not even dated. No, that's not, that one is bad too, but this one is worse because these lies, they make people spend their monies. I think he should just join the 419. He shouldn't actually, but I'm just saying that he lies a lot. So he wasn't having any hustle, nothing. Even now, I don't even know what hustle he has because I've deleted his number and blocked him everywhere. I don't want to interact with him. I don't want to know what he's up to. He doesn't bring me any joy. I don't have any good memories of him. And I don't care about anything that he does, which is the way to go. But I feel like I've really not healed completely. I don't think I would ever heal completely. I would always get triggered by him. Maybe when I hear that he's at so place, I wouldn't want to go there because I don't want any memories of him. But it's just crazy, man. So I told him that I was going to break up. He said no, shouldn't break up, this and that. It's because he doesn't have money that he's behaving harshly. So I was like, you're not the only broke person now. There are so many people that are broke, that are nice, that are good. You can't say because you don't have money that you're acting like a tout. Like you're acting crazy, fam. Acting crazy, fam. So, like, I told him let's break up. So the reason I gave was that we're not compatible. I should have really said because I'm too big for you. Not big in the sense that I have more material things or whatever, but mindset wise, I don't feel the need to lie for anyone to see me, in a particular way. I don't need to lie. I'm okay. Like, you would see my works and and they'll be legit. You get now. It will be legit things, not. It will be legit things, not like I have to lie to somebody to. So in 2020, okay. So meanwhile, while I was telling him let's break up, I was trying to buy time because between the time that we were dating, he had borrowed so much money from me and I wanted to get it back. And I think he knew, so he was using the money as bait to keep me from breaking up with him. How very wicked. So he would always tell me, yeah, it's gonna give me. I didn't see shishi. So I felt like because we were staying together, which I didn't like. Like, I know people always say, and they don't like for them to stay with the guy before marriage. My sister, my brother, not like many people that are doing it don't like it. It's condition that make refuge band though. So I wanted to get out and get a place, but the money was a sizable amount, half a million naira, and they could get me a place and a sewing machine and get started. Even though then I already had a sewing machine. His mom had given me a sewing machine, which he sold when I broke up with him. So I was trying to buy time, but things were not working because he would always borrow money from me. And he always knows when I have money because when clients come, and so of course it's not going to be free now, like they will pay me. So he would know that, I have money, and he will always want to borrow the money from me. So, like, I wasn't really gathering any money, and we're using some of it to feed, and he'll borrow some of it. Apparently, he'll go and spend it on his girls. Such a evil person. So, he he would borrow all these money from me, and then after some time, while I was buying time, he proposed to me. God, I wish I kept pictures of the proposal. It was just so bad, and I didn't really enjoy it. I came after that day, I think 3 days later, I gave him back the ring. I told him that I won't do because we're having problems. We're having very, very big issues that are unresolved. I know nobody's perfect, but not like this. Can't be married to somebody that does not care about my feelings, that doesn't respect me, what I say, my preferences, that is just so toxic to me, and doesn't have a hustle, like lies a lot, does not have anything that they're doing. And so he said that, okay, now, says me, I don't want him. He just bashed me, said that me, I don't want him. I want boys that will always be yes men, whatever they say, whatever I say, they do this and that. Whoa, I do not care what you say. As long as I am happy, to me, that's the most important thing. So that's how it happened though. After some time, I just decided that if I stay here any longer, I'll just lose it. Like, I'll just go crazy. I'll just lose my mind. And I decided that I'll just go back to Jos. That going back to Jos that I've been avoiding for 5 years, I had to do it, and let God take control. So, whatever, this toxic relationship, there's something that may be holding people down there, and they may be holding on that, okay, maybe this will happen so time, maybe, and it never happens. Now whatever it is you're avoiding, you end up, I think it's all about facing your fears. You get now, if you're scared of staying alone, or you wonder how your source of income would be without this person, just do it. A way will come, because you're scared. Most people are scared of their lives without this person, and that's why they stay in those situations. And the funny thing is, you're better off mentally. Most times you're better off financially without this person in your life, because you don't have anybody distracting you. You don't need anybody's direction in that way. That's control. You just need advice, and at the end of the day, you just have to trust yourself and know that whatever it is that you desire, you're going to get it. You can get it by yourself. So if the person claims that they're always leading you, who is leading them? And can that person lead you to? Do you get? So nobody is more wise, will I say, than you about how you should go about your life. I know that there are some people that really mean well, and you should listen to them. But I just mean these toxic ones that claim they know it all, and that they are, are there to guide you. I'm like, I don't need your guidance. Well, who is guiding you? Who is guiding you? If you say you're guiding me, who is guiding you? So, to me, that's just crazy. So I'm done tacking it. I even forgot that I was doing a dress. I'm done tacking it though, and this is what we have. Can you see? Can you see what we have? Do you think I should bead? I don't think I should bead anywhere. I think I should leave it like this. Because I was thinking of beading the hair. Like, put beads. Let me try putting like this and see. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. I think I'll decide whether to be. Tell me, do you think I should beat it or not? I'll decide whether to beat it or not. Um, whatever you see in the thumbnail, that's what it ended up being. So, have a wonderful day. And I want to cut and sew this design that I drew here. So it's gonna have a very curvy shape, and it's gonna, where's my marker? Oh god, it's good to be organized too, because now I'm looking for marker. I can't find marker. Let me check. Yeah, so I'm going to do the design. It's gonna have flowers here, and then this piece is gonna be like a knot tied together, and this is what it's gonna be. So this is the dress I'm gonna be making. If you want to see me making it live, let me know. This is my board that I write my things, and let me write here, thank you. I need to clean this board. It's supposed to be a cleanable one, but I don't know. Try to clean it, it doesn't clean. Is this permanent? It's permanent marker. Okay, now, so this is our dress. This is our top. If you want this goes for 25k. So contact me, let me know. It's made from the premium satin and premium beads, premium everything. Have a wonderful day. Bye.